guys, it's Melissa. Sorry I haven't had any new videos or anything like that up, but it's been kind of a hectic time around my house. My dad has gone back to school, so I've just been helping out around the house and stuff like that. So I've been kind of busy doing that, and just haven't really had time to sit down and do a video. But I decided to finally take the time and do a video for you guys. But it's a different kind of video. I don't want to do a tutorial because I'm really not very good at them. I can do a makeup look and put it in fast mode for you, and that's about it. And tell you what I've done in the description, and that's about it. So this month I've decided I'm going to do something. As the year comes to an end, I'm going to talk about some things that have inspired me this month. Some of the things that have inspired me this month are not just things, but they're mostly people in my life. They might not be in my life directly, but they've had an impact on me in some way or another. And I'm going to start with a YouTube person that I watch constantly. I think I go to her channel first. Like, if ever I'm on YouTube, I go to her channel first, and that's Candy Johnson. Candy Johnson is just, she's a makeup guru on YouTube, and she's probably one of the most inspirational people that I find. She's always bubbly. She always has a bubbly personality, and she's always smiling and has something positive to say. She has videos of doing stuff for people, that giving back to people who have been through a lot in their life, who struggle in the way that she knows how, the way that she can give back the most. And I think that's just really great. She always has the best makeup looks. Like, I think hers are just the most inspirational for me. I think I go to her YouTube channel first if I'm trying to look for a new look or something like that. I actually found my Urban Decay palette through her. Oh my gosh, I was so excited when I finally got it myself. I was excited when she did like a tutorial with it, and I was like, oh my god, I have that. And so I got it, and I think that was the most I've ever spent on makeup ever. Well, except for my MAC palette and all of my MAC brushes, but still, that was a lot of money. She's just very bubbly and personal, and I think she just has a way of touching people in the way that she knows how, and I think that's probably like the best thing that anybody could give to anybody, even if they don't know them. She has so many positive things to say, and I think I strive to be more like her in my life sometimes. People always talk about how I have a positive attitude about the worst situations, but I think it's because she inspires me to have that positive attitude even though times are hard. So that's one person. Another person is very personal to me. He's my dad. This year, just recently, last year he got fired from his job, and he was struggling very hard to find a job and be placed in a job where he fit. And he just wasn't having any luck. He would go down to the workforce center every day of his life, every day, and still would come out empty-handed. And recently he went back to school to get his CDL, and I think that is like the most inspirational thing. When a person is down in their luck, he still found a way to bring himself up and be there for his family, and he's going back to school, and that's great for me. It really inspires me to do better in my life. I have a job where I have many job opportunities in it, but I'm struggling with going back to school, and for him to go back to school, it's really made me sit down, buckle down, and really start looking at the schools that I want to go to, which I really needed. I kind of needed that push because I was putting it off for a while. the next person, it's kind of funny, but she wrote a song, and at that time in my life, I really needed that song. I really, really needed it. I was going through a huge struggle from at work, and I was still struggling with a lot of things from my past and who I was, and trying to improve myself and be a person that somebody would look at me and say, you're the person that I like for you. And I wasn't really finding that in my life. It's of course Lady Gaga for her song Born This Way. It's just a really inspirational song. You don't have to, I mean, in the song, she describes how no matter what, you're you, and God made you that way. And it kind of put my life into perspective. I don't need to change myself for the image of other people. I need to change myself for the image of me. If I'm not comfortable with who I am, or how I'm acting, I need to change that, and I need to be, but I don't need to change something because somebody says, oh, your hair looks horrible today, or you need to stop acting like that. Well, you can't help who you are, and I really think that is one song that really inspired me, and Lady Gaga is just, I'm not a monster, per se. I would like to consider myself, but most of all, she's just very inspirational. Her music is inspirational. I think that whole album, I found a meaning in each song for me personally, and I think that was exactly what she was going for. Still, I don't consider myself a monster. I'm a huge fan. I have all of her albums. I don't have her tattooed on my body just because of religious purposes, but I still love her, and I love that song. And I think when I first heard that song, I listened to it over and over and over again. I think on my iTunes it said over 100 plays in 2 days, because I just left it going. And I think that's what I really needed in my life, was that song, and the reality that song brought to me is I don't need to change. I am who I am. God loves me. It doesn't matter what they think. So I think that's it. I think that was just the point of the song. I don't know, there's been a lot of things that have inspired me this year. One other thing that has inspired me is, in fact, my job. I had a situation at work, and it was a really hard experience, and I'm not going to get into it because it's really emotional for me still, and I had a situation where a gentleman died in my arms. In the line of work that I work in, that's expected. Probably not in the situation that I was in, but it's expected that they die. It's really hard for me because I had made a promise to him, and I kept that promise. I really feel like I kept that promise. Right to the dying end. And out of that situation, I knew what I had to do from that point on in my job. I needed to be as the best I could be, and that night I was the best I could be. I did everything I was supposed to, and in the line of work that I work in, you have to do everything you can, and it's just really inspired me to really be everything that I am. Put all of my heart and all of my soul into my job and the people I work for. They're amazing people, and they deserve all of the care that they can get. And that situation has really inspired me to push myself and be everything that they need me to be. here's just a couple of things, a few things, 4 things, if I can get it right, 4 things that have inspired me so far this year. So tell me what has inspired you this year. I know the year isn't over, but I mean, it's still, what has inspired you this year? Leave a comment below, or email me or anything, and tell me what has inspired you this year. Ways it has inspired you, or ways it has improved you. I really hope you guys have had a wonderful 2011, and I know I've had a fantastic one. It's been a long road and a long journey, but it's definitely been a journey that I was willing to take, and I'm looking forward to 2012, even though the world is gonna end. Haha, kidding. It's really not gonna end. I'm really excited for 2012 to come, and if you guys can circle this around and get people to also make videos about what has inspired them, maybe we can just have like an inspirational YouTube chain going. I think that'll be cool. Well, alright, you guys, bye.